So it's the last day of the referral promotion for you to get the free Dragonfly ship and the extra armor. And yeah, that's what we'll talk about today. Folks, welcome to the channel. Let's talk about the patch, Capture the Idris. Haven't had the chance to see that. I don't know even where you find it, but it's supposed to be out there. I have been playing. The patch looks, so-so, pretty buggy in some things that weren't there before. It was cool that I saw that I broke my arm and I couldn't climb my 300i. First time I had that happen. I don't know if it's new to the patch or not. So, as always, things here and there. But let's talk here about the last day of promotion for those of you that have been playing for the free fly. Remember, it's the last day today. You have a few hours left if you want to play for free, but at this point, you probably have had some time to play, and you have to decide if you buy or not. So, fair warning, still an alpha, still very buggy, still very... very difficult in terms of the marketing and the hype, very controversial in the way in which they aggressively handle sales. All of that is true. If you want to know what you really play in Star Citizen, watch my channel. Don't go for the shills that are just talking about hype and things that are not even there. No, you have to decide based on what already is in game. If that works for you, great. This would be the time to decide. And what you get if you sign up today using the referral is the Dragonfly, the suit of armor, shotgun, and backpack, all which is quite nice, and it's cool because it stays in your permanent hangar forever. That's a word we rarely see in Star Citizen, so wherever you can take advantage of that, by all means. It's not as if Chris Roberts is particularly generous with handing out ships. And the Dragonfly, it's worth 40 bucks in game, so that's a nice little chunk of money if you want to upgrade it to something else. But let's go through the steps. You've decided that you want to start playing, great. You come here and you go to a pledge store. I've done this before, but the promotions change and what makes more sense or not change as well. You want to get a game package, not a standalone ship, which will not include the game. You need the game package. So checking all of the game package options, as always, the cheapest way to go is Aurora MR. 45 bucks. There's no subscription, which is nice. There's no extra cost. If you just want to play Star Citizen and only spend 45 bucks, you can do it. The Aurora MR, it's a more than decent ship, and I can buy in one afternoon pretty much anything that you see. Well, not these ones, but these all day long, just playing a few hours. It's still very much a skill-based game. So in spite of that's the pros and cons of Star Citizen. One of the pros is, yeah, if you're good at it, you can make money and buy all of these things. You can buy it in game. Maybe, well, not this one for a few months, but still you can. Not the special paint. Now, going back to my advice here for new players. Cheapest one, Aurora MR. It's fine. It has a bed. It has a little bit of internal inventory, and it does combat quite nicely. Some people like the Mustang Alpha. I don't like it because it has no bed, and it has no internal storage, and it has a little storage compartment that works so-so. I would actually go for the cheapest way. I would go with this one, the 100i Red Festival. It looks cool. The nice paint is an added little bonus. And for 52 bucks, you have a ship that has a bed, that does okay with combat, is very decent for a tiny ship. And when you get bigger, better ships, this will stay in your permanent hangar, and you can claim it in the small pads, in the small blue pads and mining stations. So it's one of the ships you still want to have no matter what in your fleet. And it has even better room for storage, and it has a little bit of cargo area. It's a nice, decent little ship, which I use quite often. If you want to spend a little bit more money, maybe go with the Avenger Titan, but for 75 bucks, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Makes more sense when there's some promotion. But remember, 75 bucks or 52, well, don't spend it here. Go with this one, and what you can do is upgrade your referral ship, the one you got because of using the referral bonus thing. You go here in the pledge store. Remember, you have that in your permanent hangar, so you will have your 100i or whatever else you bought, and you will also have the Dragonfly, which is labeled ship. Even though it's like a bike, it's actually a ship, and as any other ship, you can upgrade it. So it costs 40 bucks, which is, you're basically getting this for free, which is nice, with long lifetime insurance, which is great. Some people don't make much of that, but a lot of people do. And the idea is that once the game is actually done, you won't have to worry about insurance. It will have lifetime insurance, and that's something that some people like. but on the other hand, it cannot be melted. So whatever money you put on top of this is dead. You'll never get it back. If you buy a standalone ship and you want to melt it or basically return it for stored credit, you can. You cannot do this with a Dragonfly that you got from the referral. So whatever you put on here will be gone. I wouldn't put more than $5-10. Certainly not make a long chain worth hundreds of dollars with a LTI token that you cannot melt. No. I would maybe get the CI for $5 more. That makes perfect sense. A lot more useful than the Dragonfly. And the Dragonfly you can buy a lot cheaper in game. That's why it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have $40 sunk in something that you can buy in game for very little money. This is a lot more expensive, right, in game. So it takes a lot more time. The Cutter, this is another one that I like quite a bit. It's a fun little ship. Feels like a little bit of a camping van in space. Very cool. And yeah, for $5, there you have it. You convert your Dragon. It always has to go up. You cannot downgrade, okay? Maybe one of the last ones that I think makes out. I mean, for $20, you end up with the Avenger Titan. So instead of buying it from the game package, even better, cheaper to just upgrade it here. The one that I use a lot, really, a ship that I use all the time, this one, the C8R. And for, that's getting too damn close. $25, I don't know if it makes sense. It's going to be depending on you, your economy, and how you go about money. But this ship you can buy it in game for very little too. So it doesn't make really a lot of sense. And the wipes or the partial wipes or whatever, they happen, but it's not really all that often that you're going to, but I have to grind my way to a C8R Pisces. No, it's a couple hours of grinding comet beacons or something like that at the most. At the most, maybe it's half an hour of grinding beacons with a bigger ship. But here's the advice. You do you. This is the advice I have for you now. So basically, that's it. I really like the little combo, and I think it's worth getting, especially if you're thinking of playing already. And again, it's gonna be ending in a couple hours, so it's good if you make up your mind if you wanted to get into it or not. Again, don't fall for the hype. All of the things that are supposedly in the future, you cannot take that seriously because they have a track record for years of hyping, marketing, promoting, and 5% of that at the most is what you see after a year. So be realistic, guys. That's going to be all for now. Subscribe to the channel if you appreciate my honesty regarding these things. See you on the next video. Take care.